Welcome to the Storyteller. Tonight, I invite you to close your eyes, at least in your mind, and step with me into one of the greatest mysteries of human existence. A mystery that takes up nearly one-third of our lives, yet still puzzles scientists, philosophers, and dreamers alike. I'm talking about sleep. Think about it. We spend roughly 26 years of our lives sleeping. That's more time than we will ever spend working, studying, or even talking to the people we love. And yet, when we wake up in the morning, it often feels like nothing happened at all. A blank, a blackout, 8 hours gone as if stolen from us. But what if I told you those hours aren't wasted? What if, within those silent nights, your brain is secretly painting pictures, solving problems, replaying memories, and even creating entire worlds that never existed before? Because hidden inside the act of sleep is another force just as mysterious and even more powerful: imagination. The hidden laboratory of the brain. Modern neuroscience shows us that sleep is not passive. It's not like turning off a machine. In fact, while you lie still, your brain is more active than it is during the day. Inside your skull, about 86 billion neurons are firing, forming connections, reorganizing themselves. Scientists at Harvard discovered that during REM sleep, the stage when most dreams happen, the brain lights up almost like fireworks. Regions tied to emotion, memory, and creativity surge with activity, while the logical, analytical part of the brain goes quiet. That's why, in dreams, the impossible becomes possible. You can fly without wings. You can meet people who are gone. You can bend time and reality. In that nightly theater, imagination has no limits. And here's the fascinating part. Studies show that people who get deep, consistent sleep actually score higher in creativity tests, problem solving, and emotional intelligence. Sleep, it seems, isn't just rest. It's a training ground for imagination, a story across time. Since the dawn of history, humans have looked at sleep and dreams with wonder. The ancient Egyptians believed dreams were messages from the gods. The Greeks thought they were prophecies. Indigenous cultures across the world saw the dream world as a second reality, a place where the spirit could travel freely. And today, even in the age of brain scans and scientific data, we still don't fully understand why we dream or why imagination flourishes most vividly when our eyes are closed. But we do know one thing. Without sleep, without dreams, our minds begin to collapse. Lack of sleep can reduce creativity by over 60%, shrink memory, and cause hallucinations so strong they feel like waking dreams. So, what is the link between the science of sleep and the power of imagination? How do our nightly journeys shape our creativity, our emotions, even our destiny? That's the story we're about to explore together. Over the next 5 chapters, we'll uncover the truth about sleep and imagination. We'll look at the science, the history, the real-life stories of artists, scientists, and dreamers who discovered that the secret to imagination often begins in the silence of the night. So, get comfortable, let your mind relax, and let us begin this journey into the science of sleep and imagination. This is The Storyteller, and the story starts now. Chapter 1, The Mystery of Sleep. Imagine this. You're lying in bed after a long day. The lights are out, the world outside grows quiet. Slowly, your eyelids grow heavier, your breathing deepens. Within minutes, your body slips into a strange, almost magical state, motionless yet alive. Consciousness fades, but your brain doesn't stop. Instead, it begins one of the most complex and mysterious journeys known to science: the journey of sleep. For centuries, philosophers, poets, and scientists have asked the same haunting question: why do we sleep at all? The ancient puzzle. In ancient times, sleep was a riddle. Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, believed that sleep was the body's way of cooling down from the day's heat. The Egyptians thought of sleep as a miniature death. Every night, the soul left the body and wandered into the realm of dreams. In India, sacred texts spoke of swapna, the dream world, as a bridge between waking reality and higher consciousness. The Chinese spoke of Han and Pa, the two souls of man, one that stayed in the body, the other that roamed in dreams. Sleep was never seen as just rest. It was always mysterious, sacred, even dangerous. Because when we close our eyes, we surrender control. And in that surrender, something greater happens. What science revealed. Fast forward to the modern age. With machines like the electroencephalogram or EEG, scientists began measuring brain activity during sleep. And what they found shocked the world. Sleep is not uniform. It has stages like acts in a play. 1, light sleep. Stage 1 and 2, the gateway. The body relaxes, heart rate slows, temperature drops. You drift between wakefulness and sleep. 2, deep sleep. Stage 3 and 4, the repair shop. Here, your body releases growth hormones, heals tissues, strengthens your immune system. Your brain clears out toxins, like cleaning the night's clutter. 3, REM sleep, rapid eye movement, the dream stage. Brain activity spikes, almost as if you are awake. Your eyes dart beneath closed lids. This is where vivid dreams happen, and where imagination is unleashed. A full cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and through the night, we pass through 4 to 6 of these cycles. What's fascinating is that during REM sleep, the prefrontal cortex, the logical, rational part of the brain, goes quiet, while the amygdala, emotions, and hippocampus memory fire intensely. It's like turning off the strict teacher and letting the wild artist inside your brain take over. Chapter 2, Dreams as the Language of the Brain. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine drifting into sleep. The room around you fades. Your body becomes heavy, but inside your head, something astonishing begins. Suddenly, you're standing on a beach you've never visited. The ocean glows purple. A bird with human eyes speaks to you in riddles. You try to run, but you float instead. Time bends. The laws of reality break. What you're experiencing is a dream, a secret story told by your brain. A story written not with ink, but with neurons, memories, and emotions. Dreams are more than random illusions. They are the language of the brain, a mysterious code that scientists are only beginning to understand. The science of dreaming. Every night, during REM sleep, your brain becomes a theater. The stage is your memory. The actors are fragments of your life, and the script is imagination itself. Neuroscientists have found that during dreams, the hippocampus, responsible for memory, replays experiences, blending them with older ones. That's why last night's conversation might appear alongside a childhood home. The amygdala, the brain's emotion center, becomes highly active. That's why dreams are often emotional, filled with joy, fear, sadness, or excitement. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and rules, goes almost silent. That's why the impossible, flying, talking animals, shifting identities feels natural in dreams. It's as though the brain deliberately turns off its inner critic, allowing imagination to run wild. Harvard researcher Robert Stickgold once said, "Dreaming is like the brain's version of free play. In dreams, your mind is not chained by reality. It explores, experiments, and creates. Dreams as memory weavers. One of the most important functions of dreams is memory consolidation. In a groundbreaking study, scientists asked students to play a complex video game. Some were allowed to nap afterward. Those who dreamed about the game performed 10 times better when they played again. The dreaming brain wasn't just replaying, it was rehearsing, learning, and improving. Think of dreams as your brain's editor. Each night, it takes the chaos of the day, faces, facts, feelings, and sorts them into a coherent story. Some memories are stored, others are discarded, and sometimes fragments merge into strange new combinations. That's why dreams can feel bizarre. They're memory mashups, a collage of your life, stitched together by imagination, dreams, and creativity. History is overflowing with examples of dreams sparking creativity. Elias Howe, the inventor of the modern sewing machine, struggled with the design of a needle. One night, he dreamed of being chased by warriors with spears with holes at their tips. He awoke with a solution, a needle with an eye at the point. Salvador Dali, the surrealist painter, deliberately used dreams to fuel his art. He called it the slumber with a key. He would nap in a chair, holding a key above a metal plate. As he drifted into the first moments of sleep, the key would fall, waking him instantly. In that in-between state, he captured the bizarre imagery of dreams and turned it into masterpieces. Albert Einstein once described how his theory of relativity was inspired by a daydream. He imagined riding on a beam of light. Though not a nighttime dream, it shows how imagination borrows the brain's dreamlike freedom to explore the impossible. Dreams are not idle nonsense. They are creative laboratories where the mind tests ideas, breaks boundaries, and paints without rules. The symbolism of dreams. But what about meaning? Are dreams just random brain chatter? Or do they reveal something deeper? Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, famously called dreams the royal road to the unconscious. He believed every dream was packed with symbols, hidden desires, fears, memories, disguised in strange imagery. For example, dreaming of water might symbolize emotions. Flying might represent freedom or a desire to escape. Being chased might reveal unresolved fears. Though modern neuroscience doesn't fully agree with Freud, many psychologists today admit dreams reflect our inner lives. They mirror what we feel, even if we don't consciously recognize it. A study from the University of Montreal found that 70% of dreams are emotional in nature, often linked to unresolved problems. Our subconscious uses dreams to process what our waking mind avoids. So, perhaps dreams are both the brain science experiment and the soul's secret diary. Lucid dreams, when imagination awakens, there's a rare phenomenon where the dreamer becomes aware they are dreaming. This is called a lucid dream. In a lucid dream, you can control the dream world, fly, change the scenery, talk to dream characters, even practice real-life skills. German researchers discovered that during lucid dreams, the prefrontal cortex lights up again, giving the dreamer self-awareness. Experiments show that athletes who practice movements inside lucid dreams improve their physical performance when awake. Imagine rehearsing a speech to dance or even a sport while you sleep. Lucid dreaming is the ultimate meeting of sleep and imagination, proof that in dreams, the boundaries of reality bend to our will, the fragile balance. Yet dreams remain fragile. Stress, poor sleep, or technology can rob us of REM sleep. Scrolling on a phone before bed, for example, delays REM cycles, reducing dream time. And here's the cost. People deprived of REM sleep show reduced creativity, problem-solving ability, and even empathy. Dreams don't just feed imagination, they shape who we are. Dreams as the brain's language. So what do we make of all this? Dreams are not accidents. They are not meaningless static. They are the brain's language of imagination, a language that uses memory, emotion, and fantasy to teach, to heal, to inspire. When you dream, you are not escaping reality. You are expanding it. As we leave this chapter, picture your brain as a hidden storyteller, whispering tales each night, weaving science with magic, memory with imagination. In the next chapter, we'll step into the world of creativity and invention and discover how sleep and dreams have given birth to some of humanity's greatest breakthroughs. This is a storyteller, and the story goes on. Chapter 3, Sleep and Creativity. Close your eyes just for a moment. Imagine a quiet night. The world outside is still. Streetlights flicker, shadows stretch across empty streets. And inside your mind, something extraordinary is happening. Your body rests, but your brain is wide awake in its own secret universe. The hidden power of sleep. Sleep is not just rest. It's a workshop, a laboratory, a playground for your mind. During deep sleep, your brain organizes memories. During REM sleep, it sparks creativity. It is in this delicate balance that ideas are born, solutions appear, and inspiration strikes. Leonardo da Vinci slept in short naps multiple times a day. Nikola Tesla slept only 2 hours at night. yet took brief cat naps, often with notes nearby. Why? Because in sleep, the brain frees itself from linear thinking. It jumps, connects, experiments, and plays with reality. The science of creative sleep. Studies show that during sleep, especially REM sleep, the brain strengthens weak associations. It connects seemingly unrelated ideas. It simulates scenarios like a rehearsal, preparing you for problem solving in waking life. A fascinating experiment at the University of California divided participants into two groups. One slept before solving a puzzle, the other stayed awake. The sleepers solved problems 33% faster. The brain, while you sleep, is not idle. It's making connections invisible during the day. Dreams and problem solving. Sometimes answers come when you least expect them. A chemist stuck on a molecular structure dreamed of a snake biting its tail. The image revealed a new chemical ring structure, the breakthrough he needed. A composer, frustrated with a symphony, heard the missing melody in a dream. A mathematician saw numbers dancing and woke with a solution. Sleep allows the brain to play with possibilities, without judgment, without fear. It's the ultimate creative tool, free of self-censorship. Naps as creativity boosters. Even short naps, 20 to 30 minutes, can ignite inspiration. The incubation effect is real. Step away from a problem. Rest. Sleep. And when you return, your mind sees patterns, solutions, connections you couldn't notice before. Albert Einstein reportedly said, "Creativity is intelligence having fun. Sleep is the playground where intelligence plays." Rituals that encourage creative sleep. To maximize the creative power of sleep. 1. Keep a dream journal. Write down fragments immediately upon waking. 2. Avoid screens before bed. Blue light suppresses REM sleep. 3. Nap strategically. Short naps boost focus and insight. 4. Relax your mind. Meditation or deep breathing can enhance dream clarity. 5. Set intentions. Think of a problem or goal before sleep. Your brain may work on it while you dream. Even the greatest innovators understood this. Sleep as a secret mentor. Think of sleep as a silent mentor. It never shouts. It never demands. Yet it teaches, inspires, and guides. From Da Vinci to Tesla, from composers to scientists, sleep has been their secret laboratory, their hidden collaborator. And the same power is available to you if you honor it, if you respect it, if you allow your mind to wander freely while your body rests. The bridge between imagination and reality. Sleep, dreams, creativity, they are all connected. Imagination thrives in darkness. Insight emerges when judgment rests. And solutions appear when the mind dares to explore without boundaries. Tonight, when you close your eyes, remember this. Your next great idea may already be waiting for you in the quiet theater of your brain. As we leave this chapter, picture your brain as a garden. Sleep is the water. Dreams are the sunlight. Creativity is the flower that blooms silently in the dark. In the next chapter, we will journey deeper into the connection between dreams, inspiration, and the genius hidden in everyday life. This is The Storyteller, and the story is far from over. Chapter 4, The Dark Side of Sleep. Not all nights are gentle. Not all dreams are kind. For every story of inspiration born in sleep, there is a story of torment, of restless minds, haunted imagination, and the silent weight of sleeplessness. Sleep is powerful, but like all power, it has two faces. It can give and it can take away. The cost of sleeplessness. Imagine one night without sleep. Your eyes burn. Your mind feels foggy. Every movement, every thought takes more effort than it should. Now stretch that to 2 nights. The world blurs, memory falters, patience vanishes. By the 3rd night, reality begins to shift. Hallucinations appear, shadows move where there is nothing, voices whisper where silence reigns. This is not fiction. This is the harsh truth of sleep deprivation. In 1964, 17-year-old Randy Gardner attempted a record, 11 days awake. At first, yawns and heavy eyes. By day 5, speech slurred, memory fragmented, paranoia creeping. By day 11, hallucinations ruled. He believed he was on a football field even while sitting in a lab. Though he survived, scientists watching him concluded, to rob the brain of sleep is to rob it of sanity. The brain without sleep. Why does lack of sleep feel so devastating? Because sleep is not passive. It is the brain's maintenance system. During deep sleep, the glymphatic system flushes toxins, including beta amyloid, linked to Alzheimer's. Without it, waste accumulates, memory falters, confusion grows. The hippocampus, our memory center, struggles to store information. The prefrontal cortex, the seat of judgment and self-control, shrinks in activity. Sleep is the operating system of the mind. Without it, imagination collapses, creativity dies, logic falters, emotions spiral. Nightmares, the shadow of dreams. Even when we do sleep, darkness can follow. Nightmares, vivid, terrifying, leaving the heart racing, the body soaked in sweat, unsure the danger was real. Nightmares are the shadow side of imagination, the brain confronting fear, stress, or trauma. Soldiers returning from war relive battle in recurring dreams. Children under pressure dream of monsters. Adults fall endlessly, are chased, or lose control. Nightmares have a purpose. They force the brain to process unresolved emotions. But when frequent, they trap the mind, robbing sleep of its healing and imagination of its wings. Sleep paralysis, between worlds, perhaps the most unnerving phenomenon, is sleep paralysis. You awaken yet cannot move. A heavy weight presses on your chest. You try to scream, but no sound escapes. A shadow lurks, watching. Across cultures, this experience has haunted humans for centuries. In the Middle Ages, it was the witch riding your chest. In Japan, kanashibari, bound by metal chains. Today, science explains it. During REM sleep, your body paralyzes itself to prevent acting out dreams. Sometimes the brain wakes before the body. You are trapped between worlds. Imagination turned against you. Technology and sleep disruption. Modern life adds another shadow. Screens, social media, constant stimulation confuse the brain. Blue light suppresses melatonin, delaying REM cycles. Scrolling in bed, racing thoughts. Reduced dream time, cut off creativity. Harvard studies show people using screens before bed take 50% longer to fall asleep, and their REM sleep is shallower. Less REM, fewer dreams, imagination starved, ideas suppressed. Insomnia, the endless night. For some, the darkness isn't nightmares, it's silence. Insomnia, lying awake, body exhausted, mind unwilling to rest, hours tick by, dawn arrives, still no sleep. Chronic insomnia drains focus, energy, and joy. It is a silent thief, stealing health, stealing imagination, stealing life's colors. Sleep and mental health. History shows the price of neglected sleep. Edgar Allan Poe, haunted stories, sleepless nights, tormented mind. Vincent van Gogh, vivid art, restless nights, fragile sanity. Their genius burned bright, but without rest, imagination teetered on the edge of chaos. Sleep and imagination are partners. Without balance, creativity can devour itself. The two faces of night. Sleep, the gift, and sleep, the curse. A sanctuary and a battlefield. A place for dreams and a trap for fear. Imagination thrives, but only when sleep is honored. Here is the hope. We are not powerless. We can guide our sleep. We can nurture our dreams. We can turn the night into a workshop where imagination flourishes safely, powerfully, beautifully. In the final chapter, we will learn how to harness sleep for creativity. This is the storyteller, and the journey is almost complete. Chapter 5, Harnessing Sleep for Imagination. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean. Beneath the waves lie treasures waiting to be discovered. Lost worlds, brilliant ideas, inventions, melodies, stories, all waiting for the curious mind to dive. Sleep is that ocean. Your imagination is the diver. Every night you close your eyes, you have a choice. Remain on the surface or plunge into the depths where creativity flows endlessly. The good news? We can train ourselves to dive deeper, to harness sleep, and make it a workshop for imagination. The science of sleep optimization. Sleep is not one uniform state. It has stages, each with a purpose. Light sleep, a gentle transition, your body and brain relax. Deep sleep, the repair shop, toxins cleared, memory consolidated, tissues healed. REM sleep, the imagination engine, emotions processed, creative problem solving thrives. To harness sleep, we must honor and optimize each stage. 1. Consistent schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. Circadian rhythm thrives on consistency. REM cycles follow naturally. 2. Sleep duration. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours. Short-changing sleep steals REM and the imagination that comes with it. 3. Dark, cool environment. Darkness stimulates melatonin. Cool temperature encourages deep, restorative sleep. 4. Limit stimulants, coffee, energy drinks. Screens before bed interfere with REM, cutting off dream time. Simple habits like these create fertile ground for creativity. Lucid dreaming, your dream workshop. Lucid dreaming is a doorway where imagination awakens consciously inside sleep. In a lucid dream, you know you are dreaming. You can fly. You can change scenery. You can interact with dream characters. You can solve problems, practice skills, explore infinite possibilities. Science shows that lucid dreaming activates the prefrontal cortex, allowing conscious choice within dreams. You can train yourself. Reality checks. Ask yourself during the day, am I dreaming? It carries into sleep. Dream journals. Writing dreams improves recall and strengthens awareness in REM. Mild technique. Mnemonic induction of lucid dreams. Before bed, repeat. I will realize I am dreaming tonight. Creators like Salvador Dali and Mary Shelley practiced early forms of lucid dreaming, capturing ideas in the border between wakefulness and sleep. Pre-sleep visualization. Sleep can be guided even while awake. Before bed, visualize. Athletes visualize movements. They perform better the next day. Writers visualize plots or characters. Solutions often arrive in dreams. Scientists visualize experiments, inventions, strategies, sometimes waking with breakthroughs. The brain treats vivid pre-sleep imagination like real experience. Focus before sleep, and your dreams can carry the answers. Sleep-integrated creativity practices. How to make sleep your ally. 1. Dream incubation. Set a problem or goal before bed. Ask your subconscious to work on it. Keep a notebook nearby to capture solutions upon waking. 2. Naps. Short naps 20 to 30 minutes. Boost alertness. Longer naps 90 minutes. Allow REM, unlocking spontaneous insights. 3. Mindful relaxation. Meditation before bed reduces stress, allowing deeper REM and more vivid dreams. 4. Digital detox. Avoid screens 1 to 2 hours before sleep. Let your mind wander. Imagination surfaces naturally. Research confirms this. University of California studies found participants using pre-sleep visualization or dream incubation solved creative problems up to 40% more effectively. Stories of nighttime breakthroughs. Otto Lowy, Nobel Prize-winning physiologist, dreamed of an experiment involving frog hearts. He awoke, performed it, changed neuroscience forever. Thomas Edison solved engineering problems in micronaps. His sleeping mind often outperformed his waking mind. August Kekulé visualized a benzene ring in a dream, a discovery that shaped modern chemistry. These are not coincidences. Sleep is a workshop. Dreams are the tools. Imagination, the master craftsman. The connection between rest, imagination, and life. Sleep is more than biological necessity. It is a gateway to human potential. When we honor sleep, memory strengthens, problem-solving improves, creativity amplifies, emotional resilience grows. Insights appear that are impossible while awake. For storytellers, scientists, artists, and dreamers, this is priceless. Sleep is the quiet laboratory of the mind, where magic and logic converge nightly. As you prepare to rest tonight, remember, your mind is not idle while you sleep. It builds, it imagines, it dreams in ways unseen. Every REM cycle, every dream, every unconscious moment is an opportunity. an opportunity to innovate, to create, to see the world with fresh eyes. Sleep is not the enemy of productivity. It is the ally of imagination. Treat it with respect, guide it with intention, and it will reward you with ideas, solutions, and worlds you could never conjure awake. This has been The Storyteller, exploring the science of sleep and imagination. Remember, close your eyes, but open your mind. Embrace the night as your creative partner. Let your dreams teach you, inspire you, and reveal worlds beyond waking life. Because the next great story, invention, or melody may already be waiting in your sleep. Sleep well, dream deeply, imagine without limits, before you drift away into your own world of dreams. If this journey through the science of sleep and imagination inspired you, take a moment to support The Storyteller. Hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, so you never miss a story that could change the way you think, feel, or dream. Every story here is crafted to spark your imagination. And every time you join us, you become part of a community of dreamers, creators, and seekers. So subscribe now. Let's keep exploring the hidden corners of the mind together